So I was asked by a few people like how to start off with home flipping or their methods or whatever. I have a video already in the archive there. I gotta sort these out and put them in. So you just click series and click like real estate series and see. But I called it like building your team. So in that video, it talks about like how you need a team to start investing. And it's totally inexpensive to get a team, but just get your ducks in a row to get it going. So for me, when I start off, I have a very just layman's terms way of investing, and it starts with how fast am I going to be able to get my cash back. So there's a bunch of rules and metrics that you could use, and people wanted some great reading material or whatever, so I'll shout it out. One is long distance real estate investing with David Green. They also have their own podcasts. Bigger Pockets. So you can look them up on there too. They have great forums, great resource, and you literally listen to all their podcasts. You'd probably learn everything you need to learn. And as far as like investing in a bunch of different areas when it comes to real estate, mobile homes, mobile home parks, off the top of my head, storage units, and RV parks, and not just straight rentals, right? So for me, the way I look at it, the way I evaluate things is, I look at it and I say, how much rent am I getting a month off of, one particular unit? And I just multiply by 10. So 10 months, I take the last 2 months out, and then I multiply that by another 10. And then that's around the price that I want to start negotiating, what I'd be willing to pay. So if I made $1,000 a month, I'm looking at paying 100,000, because 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. 10,000 times 10 years is 100,000. And that's 10% return roughly a year. And I know, and over the course of time, rents will go up, so my percentages will go up. But that blindly factors in, cost of repair and, things going wrong, and just, maybe 1 month a tenant's not playing, and evictions and all that stuff. So, you're using an invisible hand in a sense on both ends. So straight evaluation of property, that's what I use. Very basic method. Anyone could do it right off the top of their hands. Like if one unit's making you $1,500, 1,500 times 10, 15,000 times 10, 150,000. And I do cash flow investments, so I don't do appreciation. I really don't care about what it could. Oh, I'm going to buy it today for $1 million. It's going to be worth $2 million. I don't really care about that right now. I'm not in that position. What I care about is, if I'm giving you cash right now, how much cash are you going to give me back? Because I need to buy more to grow. So, like I said, there's different stages when you're investing and stuff too. I'm at that cash stage right now where I want to, I'm willing to take on the headache. I'm willing to take on the beat up property to go fix myself, to be able to make more money on it. I don't want to turn key. And turn key in real estate means like someone gives you a key to a real estate property. You just turn the key and it's ready to rent. You don't have to do anything. No carpet, no tile, no roof. You just boom, put a tenant in it, you start making money. You're going to pay a premium for that. You're not going to be able to earn, roughly 10% or above. You're probably going to earn closer to 5 or 3 to 5, 6% on those types of properties. So like I said, you got to figure out your style. And where do I find my deals? Like, oh yeah, guys, every day, the apps I'm on, Realtor, Redfin, and Zillow, and obviously LoopNet too every now and then. And I'll even go on Craigslist, man. I'll go on Craigslist and just start looking. Any houses for sale, whatever. I'm just trying to look for the best deal I possibly can. But the method I use, David Green explains pretty well. It's called the BRRRR method, BRR. I buy, I rehab, I refinance. That's the goal I'm trying to do. And right now, just sitting on cash waiting for deals. I had one deal I fell through, just waiting on the right deal to come through. And I'm not so big that I have to do deals all the time. I'm a pretty small time player. We own less than 10 rental properties total. So, for us, we're sitting on cash, and we're just going to be waiting, for the right opportunity for when it comes up. So, so to start off in your local area, what I would do, so if it's just you, no matter where you are in California, Alabama, it doesn't matter where you are. I would just start calling by, 2 or 3 real estate agents, and you could find those real estate agents on Zillow, on Redfin, on Realtor, on the apps, and say, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I am looking for a duplex, triplex, anything good for about like a 10 cap rate. And a cap rate means a cap rate, you'll see CAP. It just means if a cap rate's 10 and the property's going for, that's your return on cash. So if the property's going for 100,000, they say if you pay off $100,000 completely, you'll earn 10%. So a little word definition there in that sense. But you don't even got to go that far, man. You just tell them like, hey, man, I got $20,000 or $30,000. And the real estate agents, they want to make money too. So they're ready to hustle. And you tell them like, hey, I got 20, 30, 50, whatever you have. And you say, hey, I'm looking in the local area to get my feet wet. I'm looking for a decent property. If you find something, put me on an email list and then give them your email and say, let me know. Call them like once every 2 weeks. And you'll start building that relationship with them. And, you know, then again, building a team. Pick up the phone, Google in your area property managers, and you'll find 2 or 3 property managers. Call them, say, hey, I'm looking at buying some real estate. Do you know anyone selling any? And if so, I'm also looking for a property manager. If you don't want to do it yourself, what are your rates? Whatever. Start talking to people. That's the freaking number one thing is just talk, network. And you'll be surprised. Do that network, you know, you'll be like, hey, I need a plumber, I need an electrician, I need whatever. And you'll, like, you know, they know people. They want to help you because as you grow, they grow too, right? So that's the very, very first thing I would do is start off with them and figure out, you know, build those connections with them and figure out what is it that you need to do to get this network built around you. And if you have no cash, you're like, oh man, I hate to give this, you know, the thing is very, very tough to do stuff without cash. You need to have some skin in the game. But there are things called like hard money lenders, and you're going to have to reach out to them by same thing, hit up Google. You just type in hard money lender in the area. You'll reach out and tell them, hey, this is my credit score. This is how much cash I got. What can you do for me? And you guys will work out terms. And real estate is very complex. It's not going to be easy. It's easy to learn. Like once you learn the terminology is plug and play, but it's always going to be about the deal. It's always going to be about bringing a deal together. And if the deal makes sense, are you making money? You know, at the end of the day, is if you have an investor come in with you or you're borrowing money and they're making money, can you pay them? Okay, and can you still make money off of that? Yes. That's what it all comes down to. That's what it's about. So from there, yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I can expand on this more if you want a little bit more details. But these are all just the very basics on what it would take. So yeah, if you like the video, share it with someone and help me grow the page. Thanks.